In this video, we're going to use EFT tapping for when you feel like you can't trust yourself. And EFT in this round is a really great candidate for this particular experience of not being able to trust yourself, because bottom line, it comes from some type of past wounding or experience. Perhaps you followed an impulse that resulted in something either outright traumatic or traumatic in a way that you might not necessarily judge as traumatic, or you were gaslit and taught that your own impulses, your own inclinations were somehow bad or wrong. So let's address that, shall we? Let's go to the side of the hand and say, even though I feel that I can't trust myself, and maybe I have evidence for that, I choose to accept myself anyway, and everything I'm feeling. Even though I feel that I can't trust myself, and that's very unsettling, and maybe I have evidence for why, I choose to honor myself and everything I'm experiencing. Even though I feel I can't trust myself. Of course I have impulses. I have ideas. I might even be in tune with my gut feelings at times. But for whatever reasons, maybe it's past events, maybe it's messages I received, a voice of doubt arises, or a feeling of doubt arises. So there's always this unsettled feeling that I can't trust myself. But even with that happening, I choose to deeply and completely honor and accept myself exactly where I am right now. Now through the points. I can't trust myself. I just can't trust myself. And what a challenging feeling when my own intuition, my own impulses, maybe even my own feelings, which in many circles, we are taught that is the most valuable voice, where we're told we are our best teacher. But that doesn't feel true to me. I feel as though when I have an impulse, or I have a sense about something, I don't feel like I can trust it. And maybe it's not just a feeling. I might have some real-world evidence. There may be any number of times where I thought, or I felt, or I both thought and felt that something was the right move. A particular action or decision seemed like the right way to go. But then the way it ended up, man, was that not what I wanted. That was not what I expected. So now what? If I can't trust my own feelings, now I feel as though I have to think a lot. I have to question every feeling, question every thought, with even more thoughts. Maybe this leads me to endless researching. And of course, with the internet, everyone has an opinion. What should I do next? What should my diet be? Should I trust this person? Should I invest in this or not? Of course, there may be facts to look up. But when I can't trust myself, it never feels satisfying. It feels like I'm always grasping. And I want to take a look inside myself. Because some part of me is trying to protect me. It's looking at those past events and feeling the pain stored in my body and saying, we don't want that again. So are you sure? I don't know if you should trust this impulse. Look at the pain it caused. And I'm allowing myself now to look at that pain as much as feels right for me. I can keep it at a distance. I don't have to engage fully in it. But I am aware. There is some unprocessed pain here. There are some things that happened that are being held onto in the body. And part of me concluded the best way to protect ourselves is to second guess everything. And I'm thanking that part of me that wants to protect me. But I'm turning my attention back to the pain so I can allow it to process. Noticing how I'm blaming myself. Notice if I'm judging the decisions I made or the impulses I had. I was responding as best I could to that situation at that time. And the truth is, I've learned more. That's how we learn. Sometimes I wish it was easier, but we learn from past situations. I am growing and refining, and I am allowing myself to process this pain and use it to grow and mature and to get a closer relationship with my own impulses and feelings. I don't have to deny them. I don't have to not trust them. In fact, would it be okay to become even more in tune with them and also allow myself to ask questions as needed? I don't have to blindly trust every impulse, but I certainly don't have to deny it. So I'm allowing myself to reconnect, to being open to trusting that my thoughts and feelings and impulses have an intelligence. And I can also ask questions. I can also do further research. I can also check in and see if any emotions or any other reactions might be influencing or pulling me in a certain direction. And I can work with that. But there is a beautiful path forward here. I can begin to trust myself. I can begin to develop a process, a connection with myself, a relationship with myself that starts to be based more and more on trust and growth, and begin to feel more stable, more secure within myself, and more able to trust and to build more evidence that I am worthy and deserving of being trusted. Okay, take a breath, give yourself a moment. Yeah, that whole premise of it being a relationship with yourself is really the foundation of my work. There is a short ebook down below the like button that you can download and outline some of my approach to that. But self-trust is not just blind. It's not just following every craving and impulse, but there is a very, very healthy way to listen to and respect those feelings and impulses and trust where they are coming from and learn to investigate further as needed. But the last thing you want to do is just start denying yourself and being skeptical of everything that arises. So I hope this is useful on your path to inner work and emotional healing in your own journey. I will see you on the next video. Thanks.